Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another weigh-in update. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Leanne, I am a mum of 2 boys and I am currently following the Slimming Well plan. I have in my mind around 9 stone to lose. I have had an awful lot of comments questioning me wanting to lose 9 stone. In all honesty, I think the camera is kinder to me. Obviously I usually only share from here up and most of my weight is from here down. So I think that's probably where the comments are coming from, but I appreciate the feedback and I agree that there's a chance it might be too much, but I will review that as I go and just see how I feel as I'm going along. If you are a regular viewer, thank you so much for coming back to watch time and again. Your support is so valued and I'm just really grateful. So the last week has been fine. I haven't really had any hiccups. I've been 100% on track and yeah, it's been absolutely great. I entered into May wanting to be 100% every week. I wanted May to be a fully focused month because I have some occasions coming up that are going to mean the potential to stall weight loss for a little while, and I'm fine with that, but I just wanted to have, while I had the chance to go fully 100%, I wanted to do that. So that's what I've been doing in May, and so far it's been going great. I have stuck to it, I haven't deviated, and one of the big changes I've made this month is I haven't drunk any alcohol. I wouldn't say that I drank loads of alcohol, but I can drink a good amount in one go. So for example, I would drink a whole bottle of wine on a weekend, and that's quite a lot. I mean, that's a lot of sugar, it's a lot of calories, it's a lot of sins, and yeah, it's too much. So I knocked that on the head, and I definitely think that's the reason that I've managed to stay on track, because obviously I'm not having to count sins for alcohol, which can add up very quickly. So therefore any sins I am having are going into meals, or I'm having a snack with them, and not having the alcohol, I'm having more freedom to choose other things to have for sins. So that's kind of one major change I've made in May, and I think that has made a massive difference. So like I said, I have got some occasions coming up. They start from next weekend. So I do have a wedding to attend next Saturday, which will be the 28th of May, I think it is. That weekend anyway. I have got my work colleague's wedding and I'm really looking forward to it, and I don't intend to worry about sins that day. So I'm now starting to think ahead about what's going to happen after that. Like, where am I at? What obstacles am I looking at facing? And I need to try and put a plan together to tackle the next few weeks, because I do think that planning is one of the keys as well. Like, I always plan a rough guide of what I'm going to eat. So for example, it's Friday today. Over the weekend, I know I've got a shift at work that starts at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I need to make sure that I at least have something like overnight oats or some salad cut up and prepped and ready to go. Just something that I know I can grab and then add to. So things like that I need to keep in mind, and I just need to plan. Okay, so I've got maybe 4 special occasions over the next few weeks, maybe 5, but they're one day each. And so what I need to do is get into the mindset of not ruling out 5 weeks and just ruling out 5 days. So the rest of the days in those 5 weeks, I need to be back on it. And that's where in the past I've really fallen down, because I just let those 1 days turn into 2 days, 3 days. And then I basically knock out the whole week. And then the next week we'll do the same because I have another event, and it goes like that. So I'm very mindful that next week is our last week at school, and then we have half term. During half term, my oldest son has his 7th birthday. We have a few days out planned. There's the double bank holiday. There's potentially some sunny weather, which, you know, all of that, bank holidays, sunshine, all of that is just an absolute perfect storm for weight gain, in my opinion. This is for me, because it starts getting me thinking about alcohol and takeaways. So it starts that thought process. And I'm one of those people that once I start, I just don't stop. And it like opens the floodgates, if you like, for like the bad habits to creep back in. So over the next month, I need to try and keep that under control. And that is going to be my goal. So my goal for May was to be 100% the whole month up until the wedding. So I have one more week, and I plan to be 100% over the next week. And that's when my next plan will then have to come into place. So over the next week, I'm working that all out. I'm just going to set out the days that I'm going to allow myself to just have some freedom. But then I'm also going to set out the days where I'm going to be like, right, this is 100% this day. Need a quick drink. I've got a Pepsi Max, no caffeine today. This is my absolute vice in life. I just love it, but it's quite expensive. I probably need to start buying the regular one because that's so much cheaper, but I just like the no caffeine one. The taste is nicer, and yeah, so that's where I'm at really. I don't know if I've just made sense, so if I haven't, I'm really sorry. But I hope that some of you who are on similar journeys or who have been and have struggled like me will relate to what I've just said. It's basically like, you know, I don't know if you've heard, because my Sim and Well consultant has certainly said this a number of times, if you have a bunch of flowers and one of the flowers dies, you don't throw the whole bunch out. And it's the same concept. So 7 days, one day where I just have the freedom and flexibility to eat and drink how I want. The other 6 days don't need to be the same. And that's kind of the principles that I need to apply to the next month. In terms of events that I've got going on, so like I said, I've got the wedding next Saturday, then we've got half term, where my husband and I pretty much got the whole week off together, which is really unusual because normally my husband and I tag each other when it comes to school holidays. We don't have enough annual leave to take time off together as a family. So we literally, one of us is off, one of us is at work, and we do that for every school holiday. So this is a real luxury. So yeah, I need to just plan within that half term some days where we have family days together. I have that whole week off work. So, you know, with the weather, how it's been as well recently, it's just so many things that can excite me and just lead to a weight gain. I'm not saying that I'm not going to gain weight that week, because there is a chance I will, but I just want to have it so that I have some days where I'm 100%, and, you know, hopefully I could maintain my weight. I don't know, I'll have to see. But so yeah, so during that school holidays, my husband, like I say, my husband and I are off together, and my oldest, it's his birthday. So to be honest, I don't need to deviate from the Sim and Well plan on his birthday. It's his birthday, not mine, and I don't have to eat cake and I don't have to drink alcohol. So there's no reason why I would, but just with everything else taken into account, you know, the weather, like I said, and the time off and all of that, there is a chance. So I just need to kind of put myself a plan in place for that. Then when the kids go back to school, we have a fairly calm period until the weekend of like the 11th of June. I turn 40 on the 11th of June, and my children have also got their, badly planned I know, but they've got their birthday party on that same day. So we hired out a soft play centre and they're having a joint party. We originally planned this party to be in 2020, and obviously it got cancelled because of COVID, and then it just got postponed for 2 years. So when I booked it, I actually didn't realise it was my birthday. It was my husband that pointed it out to me. He said, "You do realise that's your 40th that day?" And I was just like, no, I hadn't realised. And it was just, I just don't think about me. I just go ahead and sort the kids out and everything. And then, yeah, so anyway, bad planning in some respects. But in other respects, I actually think it will be quite a fun day. So we've got the soft play. We've got a birthday present that is a joint present for the two boys, from my two boys, which they're going to get on that day as well. And we've got a bouncy castle that we've hired that's going to go in the garden. And I really hope the weather's going to be nice, because that will be a complete waste of money if it isn't. And we've got like some family over after the party, the soft play party. It finishes at 3, and then we've got family over for the rest of the day, and we're just gonna have a party basically at home. So I really need the sunshine, otherwise everyone's gonna be indoors, and there's a lot of children as well gonna be around. There's my niece and nephew, there's 3 children from some close friends we've got, and then my 2. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit crazy. So anyway, that weekend, I do think that I'm going to have to allow myself some flexibility from the Friday to the Sunday. I just don't see weight loss being a priority that weekend. And then the following weekend, we have another wedding, a family wedding. We're staying in a hotel overnight, so it is going to be a bit of a let our hair down event, and I'm really looking forward to it. There's family going to be there that we haven't seen for years, so that's going to be great as well. But again, it's another occasion which has the potential to stall my weight loss. So all in all, the best outcome I can hope for in June is a maintain. I got to be realistic about this. I can't go in with the flexibility of all these days and expect to lose weight. It's just not realistic. So that's the plan. Anyway, I'm going to start waffling on about it now, but I thought I would just share it with you so you kind of knew where I was heading. In group this week, we had this new magazine that we could buy. I bought my copy. I love A Slimming World magazine. I haven't read it yet, but I intend to. I've had a flick through while I was at group. This lady on the front, how amazing does she look? She has lost 10 stone and she is so glamorous. I'm going to show you the pictures. She is so inspirational. I want to read her story in full, but look how lovely her outfits are. And I think she just looks amazing. And she has a body shape similar to mine. I just find that really motivational. So I'm going to have a good read of this later. There looks like some really, really good like recipes and features in this. I did see some new Sweet Freedom syrups in Aldi. I need to take a trip to Aldi to try and get my hands on these because I'm obsessed with Sweet Freedom. They've got a coffee, fudge and a raspberry choc shot. If you haven't tried choc shot, I highly recommend it. It's half a sim per teaspoon or 13 calories per teaspoon. And it's made of fruit extracts amongst other things, and you can stir it into hot milk. That's what they say to do with it, but I drizzle mine on fruit and sweet omelettes, and at the moment I'm using popcorn syrup. I got mine from TK Maxx because TK Maxx is a really good place to get some unique flavours. You can buy normal choc shot, the plain flavour, in supermarkets, but I prefer the flavoured ones. At the moment I'm using the syrups, the popcorn syrup, but I have also got the coconut choc shot. That's absolutely delicious. And Aldi always has some unique flavours that come out, but they're not out all the time. So Sweet Freedom often like releases the flavours into Aldi, and they're normally about £2.49 each, but I'm not sure how much they are this time. But anyway, I'm gonna have to go and get my hands on those. I didn't buy any hi-fi bars, however, next week the new one's being released. It's like Jam-tastic, I think it's called. So it's basically meant to be like jam and shortcake type. Well, anyway, it's just a bit of me, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'll definitely be buying some next week. So if you've been following along on my journey, you will know that I was hoping to get my 2 Stone Award this week. I did say that when I get my 2 Stone Award, I will put my whole self on camera and I will talk through like my body shape a little bit and kind of show you the reason that I have like the 9 stone figure in mind as like my kind of target amount of weight to lose. So that time has come, because I'm extremely pleased to say that last night I stepped on the scales and I have got my 2 Stone Award. So I am absolutely so happy about that. It's really hard to hold my book and cover up my weight at the same time. But yeah, so my actual weight loss this week was 2.5 pounds. So yeah, I lost another 2.5 pounds. So that now means that my total weight loss is 28.5 pounds, or 2 stone and half a pound if you work in stones. So I'm thrilled. I mean, I can't believe that I've actually got to the point where I've lost 2 stone. I mean, it seems to have gone so quick. And yeah, I had that figure in my head when I first started out. I was like, I just want to get the first 2 stone off. I just want to get the first 2 stone off. And now to have done that, it just feels amazing. It will be interesting to see what happens over the next few months. I really hope you stick around with me for this journey, because it's starting to really kind of take shape now, and I'm starting to really tackle some of the emotional behaviours around it, because obviously going into the month ahead with all the events and everything, this is where I really need to kind of tackle my way of thinking and the way I tackle things like this, you know, not throwing it all out of the window and just keeping on track, and just see how much of a difference that actually makes. I'll be really interested to see like how I come out of June, basically. Like at the end of June, where will I be? Like, you know, will I have gained loads of weight? I'm going to be honest about it. My YouTube channel was never going to be about losing weight. It wasn't going to be a weight loss channel, but it is gradually turning into more of a weight loss journey channel now, because I'm really getting into it. I'm really enjoying it, really enjoying connecting with everyone and sharing ideas. I am still a mum. My children are not on Slimming World. I still have to feed them. My grocery hauls and things are not just Slimming World, but a majority of my other content is about weight loss. I'm really finding a groove and enjoying it. So yeah, anyway, now I have reached my 2 stone. I feel like I should stick to my word and put my full self on the camera. If you saw my planning vlog, I will link that in the description box below if you haven't seen it, because in that video I did a full length shot of myself, or a little video of me full length, and that was before I started Slimming World. So I'm going to go and watch it back myself actually, so I can see whether I can notice a difference with the 2 stone gone. And yes, so I'll link that in the description box below. So in this split screen here, you will see me earlier on today. I definitely am not entirely comfortable with doing this, but I know it needs to be done. It's a good way of reflection. And in honesty, everyone is kind of commenting saying that, you know, I look like I don't really need to lose this much weight. And I really think that you need to see the real me, and not just what you see sitting here, because, you know, from sitting here I feel like I look smaller than I am. So I have a lot of weight around my middle. I have this really large tummy area. That is the area where a lot of my weight is accumulated. It almost looks like a baby bump, because when I lose weight it comes off from this area quite sort of quickly. And because that area gets smaller, the tummy kind of bumps out even more. So it does start to look a bit like a baby bump, but it is what it is. I can't change where my weight comes off from. But I am going to start exercising and trying to target certain areas in terms of building muscle. But yeah, so this is basically where I'm at. This is me. This is kind of, yeah. So the reason I set 9 stone loss as my sort of target was because of the BMI chart. So an exactly 9 stone loss is going to get me just in the healthy weight range. And I mean just, if I put a pound in more, so if I lost 8 stone 13 pounds, I'd be overweight. And if I lose 9 stone, then I'm just in the okay weight. So I know BMI is not the be all and end all, and I might get to 5-6 stone weight loss and go, actually this is where I'm meant to be. I don't think I will, but I might, so we'll see. But yeah, that is where I'm at the moment, and yeah, that's all I have to say really. So like I said earlier, I hope you are all well. Come and say hello, come and let me know how your weight loss journeys are going on if you're on one, because I know I have so many subscribers who are on journeys yourselves, and I really love to hear about them. It is such a community of people on YouTube that are losing weight, and it's just really nice to have that support. And yeah, my next video will be grocery haul going up on Monday. I will get a what I eat in a day filmed and put out next Thursday, and then there will be another weigh-in update next Saturday, and that will be the last one of May. So hopefully I'll lose weight next week and we can kind of look at how much I've lost for the whole of the month, and then start on the tricky month. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.